Welcome everyone to the podcast. Thank you so much as always for joining me on the show. How are you all doing this week? New week, new energy, and I want to tell you that this podcast today is a channeled message. I don't know what it's going to be about, and again, it was Spirit came to me while I was working and they said, we need you to tune in, we need you to hit record. And what's really interesting is I'm actually starting to really enjoy when they do this now. It's kind of like a little adventure for me as well. So as always, I'm going to sit back and tune in. Now, if you're new to listening to my podcast, this podcast covers all kinds of things from interviews with people on soul journeys to different spirit themes and topics, diving into mediumship, spirit, NDEs, you name it, but also channeled messages. And so the beings that I channel are the three guides of the light. And they are these beautiful light beings. And what I mean by that is when they first came to me, they showed themselves as three embodied figures. They were in kind of a silhouette with bright, bright light behind them. But what they said right away was, we are not embodied beings as you understand, but we are showing ourselves to you in this way so you can make sense that we are a collective, but we are light consciousness. And essentially, they are the consciousness in a photon, if we want to add some science to it. They are consciousness found in light. And for some people, that can be really mind-bending, but it's so interesting. And they have been chatting with me since 2020. And they have brought through so many wonderful insights of, what's happening in the world around us, how humanity is ascending, and so much more. And so I've come to really love and admire the information they bring through. And so I'm excited to share that with you. Now, the difference between channeling and mediumship is when I receive images, sounds, insights from spirit, I interpret them and share them with you. I'm like literally an interpreter, that medium between the two. Channeling though, when a channeled message comes through, that's where I do a deeper blend and bond. And so I allow spirit to come more closely to my energy and enmesh with my energy more. And I feel very comfortable with the three guides of the light when they come through, which is why those are who I pretty much channel. So all in all, I'm just going to kind of sit back here for a moment and tune into who or what the three guides have to say. I can already feel my energy feeling a little funny. So I'm going to stop talking here. I'm going to tune in for a minute or two and then we'll see what they have to say. So just hold on one moment. We are the three guides of the light, and we are so grateful to be able to come through and speak to all of you now. We wish to come through and bring insights about your growth and ascension. We wish to speak specifically to you in the way in which you choose to believe in yourself. Many of you are struggling to fully embrace the magnitude of who you are. It is not about embracing that magnitude in the form of an ego trip. However, it is about embracing it in the form of your soul truth. This is why there have been messages coming through about the soul song. When you allow your energy to merge with that of music, you feel a truth that is deeper than you can understand. It is resonance. It is the base understanding of frequency. Frequencies either align and mesh together or they do not. This is why we are bringing through the messages about the soul song. This soul song energy and the messages through music are to help you believe in yourself more fully. When you can hear and feel the frequency of who you are more clearly and loudly, you begin to be able to stand in a deeper truth of who you truly are. A truth that resonates deep enough for you to believe in who you are, both as the human as well as the soul. There are many on this journey that believe they must connect only with the soul, but they forget the value of their humanness. To be human is to be polarized. To be human is to feel and experience duality. These are very important aspects of this journey which your soul desired to experience. And so we come forward now to encourage you to continue to dive deeper in getting to know the true essence of you. Believe in yourself. Within each and every one of you contains the energy similar to that is contained in a seed. Or perhaps if you look at it like an acorn, within the acorn is everything that is needed, all potentialities to bring that acorn into its full essence, that of a massive tree. All of that energy is contained in an acorn, just the same as all of the energy of your soul's potential is contained within you now. It is contained within that inner flame within all of you, that flame that has been brought to life in many ways as you continue to awaken. And as you continue to fan that flame with consciousness, with understanding, with surrender, with healing, and with your evolution, you allow that flame to bring to light the beautiful phoenix that is you. That awakening of that phoenix within allows you to be your full potential, the full flame. The flame, in essence, is a representation of your soul energy. It is best represented by a flame because it is constantly moving and it emits the energy of light. You are so much more than a flame, but this is the best way that we can describe it. The awakening of this soul seed, the full expansion of that phoenix within you, is opening up now faster and faster and faster. It is now time for you to stand in that truth of who you are and feel the courage to be who you are. This planet of yours is also evolving very rapidly. This is a beautiful time for you to stand in those new frequencies. Take time to feel into those new frequencies. Feel where on this planet you feel aligned. Feel with who on this planet you desire to be around. And then feel into the messages and the essence that you embody. Are you feeling aligned in your work? Are you feeling aligned in what you speak? If not, allow yourself the opportunity to discover what the alignment is, because it is within this alignment that miracles are possible. Miracles, as you see it, are essences of truth. And the reason we say that is because a miracle is the highest frequency available on your planet in its form of alignment. That is a miracle. These are possible in so many ways, but your energy needs to be clearer and clearer and clearer in order to embody that frequency. Your energetic potential is untapped. However, you are breaking into it and breaking free with it, and for this we are so excited. Believe in yourself. That is the basis of this message. For if you don't believe in yourself, who in your world would give you enough credit for you to feel it? Nobody. You are the essence of who needs to believe in you. It is all about you, and it has always been about you. And if you are willing to stand in the truth of who you are, may you also be willing to see the beauty and the totality of who you are. And it is in that energy that you get to embody the truth of who you are. We hope that this truth resonates deeply, that you decide to embody it completely and believe in yourself. Okay, so what's really interesting is right on the tail end of that message, Spirit began to show me, the three guides began to show me the imagery of a spider web. And so what's interesting is I know that a channel is coming to a close when it moves from just the intel, the words that are coming through, to imagery. Soon as things change into clairvoyant imagery for me, that's when I know mediumship is happening. And so they began to pull their energy out a little bit and switch it into mediumship in order to show me a web. And they're showing me this web now has been created by your design. And what the web now needs is for you to stand in the center of that web and own it, because you have created the web. So like the healing you've been doing in your human self, but more specifically, the amount that your higher self, that your soul energy, higher aspects of self have been doing in the background, the amount of work that's been happening there has now come to completion. And you now have this big, beautiful, woven web of destiny pertaining to your journey moving forward. Now, what's really interesting is people have often asked, having seen the room of the blueprints and having seen my blueprint in my NDE, how does a new weaving of destiny take place? So the interesting thing is this last while, especially May and this month too, but even in the beginning of 2024, let's just bring it back to the beginning of this year, has really been about being clear with who you are. And when we focus on that energy and get really clear with who we are and step up into it, we have a greater co-creative capacity with spirit in adjusting those destiny pieces. So adjusting aspects in our blueprint. The more conscious we are in our awakened human self, the more we truly believe in who we are, like they were talking about, the more of an effect we have on the weavings of fate and destiny that take place. So we still have some specific pieces that we've created in our blueprint before we came here. But the more conscious we are, the more we're able to create different scenarios to maneuver those pieces. And so what the three guides are saying and showing with this web is that as we're stepping into that energy of truly believing in who we are changing the web that is being woven within our destiny. We are adjusting to the highest, most effective, most harmonizing experiences of the pieces of our blueprint. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because they're like, you need to recognize that you are all master creators. And this is interesting. I never thought of this. They're saying, you know how all of the stories in the Bible of Jesus being a carpenter, there's deep symbolism in the fact that he was known as a carpenter, because a carpenter has the ability to create things in the physical form, right? That's what they do. They build things with their hands and create them into a physical form. You need a house, then you have a carpenter who helps to build your house. And that was deeply symbolic of his ability to manifest in real life and create the life that he is wanting by believing in his abilities and his skills. And so they're saying, each and every one of you, the more you believe in yourself, the more you become as capable as the carpenter, which is real power if you think about it. If you don't, again, this is metaphorical, but if you don't know how to utilize your skills as a carpenter, you can't build a house. You can't build somewhere to keep yourself safe and warm and dry. But if you utilize your skills, you can build something so magnificent. And that is the energy that we are really embracing now as we step into this like full powered sense of self. And what the three guides are getting really excited about is so many of us realize now we are actually really tapping into this. We are like really understanding the energy of the co-creator. And so that's what they really want to emphasize in this message. Now I'm just going to see if there's something more. Yeah, okay. They're saying stay tuned for profound experiences as well throughout this summer, where you get to see the fruits of your manifestations literally unfold in real time. And so say, for example, and I use this kind of example often, but say you're like, I really want to manifest a job where I get to be creative in more design rather than just admin. I don't know, say that's what it is. And you really set your intention, you believe in yourself, and you're doing all the things in all aspects of your life that are helping to echo who you are, right? You're eating well, you are choosing to align with people that align with you, like, you know, you're doing it in all aspects, the whole web. And then all of a sudden, you have this phone call that's happening in real time. You pick up, you say hello, your boss is on the phone, and they're like, hey, listen, I've been thinking about it. I've been noticing your design skills, your next level skills that I really think we need to tap into. What do you think about stepping up into this new position? Right? Like that unfolds in real time. this is what we're going to be able to experience in many different ways, of having these profound experiences in a tangible way. And that is the last piece I really want to say. I'm wanting to say examples. They're wanting to give me a different word. Expression. The expression of your physical manifestations are to take place in a very tangible 3D way. Not just in the mind, not just in the heart, but in a very 3D way. So notice what unfolds in your life throughout the energy this summer, because it's very powerful and it's very aligning. And the more you believe in who you are, and every time I say the more you believe in who you are, I picture that superhero pose. You know, we've talked about it a lot of times, putting your hands on your hips, shoulders back, and standing there in that superhero pose. The more you're in that energy, the more the world around you can answer that frequency. The more your web can facilitate the things that you're wanting. So, very interesting. I really love this message today. So I will leave that with all of you. I hope that resonates for you. I hope you feel the energy in it, and I really hope you embody the heck out of believing in yourself this summer. This is really the time to do it. So thank you all, as always, so very much for joining me on the show. I appreciate you. Please do subscribe and share and rate the podcast. And as well, I do want to encourage you too to sign up at avalonspirit.com for our subscription there, because in that we will send you emails to keep you up to date of all of the things happening with Avalon Spirit. And there's a lot of neat stuff coming down for the fall and in the future. So you can sign up there. And that's about it. So thank you again, everyone, so much. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you soon.